Hi everyone, it's Missy again. Today we're going to do assignment 2 of LAL. So remember to press up here, click on your LAL, click on your class pages on the left, and then you are going to want to click on week 3. And then we come down. You guys should have done what is a fable, the first assignment, and now we're on assignment 2. Remember, I'm going to copy and paste this onto a Word document. It's going to be on this Word document, and I have the story up right here for us to do. Oh, that's the wrong one. This one. It's called The Ants and Grasshopper. So I'm going to read that to you guys. But before we read this, remember, I like to look at the questions before. So the first question says, what is Grasshopper's problem? His fiddle broke, he has no friends, he is very hungry, he got lost. So let's keep in mind, guys, for Grasshopper's problem. Let's try to find Grasshopper's problem. Question 2 says, which words best describe the ants? Lazy and forgetful, hardworking and stingy, liars and evil, dishonest and sneaky. So let's keep an eye out and see what the ants are described like in the story. Question 3 says, what does the fable about the ant and the grasshopper teach readers? So remember, here's our special word, fable. You guys learned about what fable was yesterday. So what does it teach us about the ant and the grasshopper? Always be prepared, work rather than play, help others in need, or rely on the kindness of others. And then the last one is an open-ended question. It's an opinion question. Is it fair for the grasshopper to ask the ants for help? What is fair? Cite evidence from the text and your own experiences in your answer. So I would like you guys to answer this in about 5 to 7 sentences, if you can. It shouldn't be too much. Actually, no, not 5 to 7. Just give me about 4 to 5 sentences. Yeah, 4 to 5 sentences is what I would like to have for question 4. So you have to give me, is it fair to ask the ants for help? What is fair? Cite evidence from the text. So it should be about 4 to 5. If you do more, that's totally fine. That's great. But the most that I would like to have is about 5. So let's read the story. As you guys can tell, I do have music in the background. I'm also gonna have the story here and the questions right here. So I'm gonna go back and forth and help you guys with that. So the fable. This is the fable called The Ants and the Grasshopper. So it is winter time. The weather is cold, but the ants are doing fine. They have their warm home, and they have a lot of food to eat. They can wait for the warm weather in spring. The reason the ants have a lot of food is because they worked in the summer. So now they have grain to eat. So we can see now, guys, it's winter time, it's cold, the ants are good, they have a home, they have a lot of food to eat, and they cannot wait for spring to come around, because they worked all summer to get all of their food prepped for the winter. So it goes over what grain is. Grain is a kind of plant. People plant it and cut it, and then they use it to make bread. So grain is what is in bread and pasta. I'm trying to think what else. I think it's in rice. Yeah, rice is a grain. And I think not couscous. No. If you can think of another grain, please comment below, because I could only think of 2. The ants get the grain in summer because that is when grain grows. The ants live in the fields where the grain grows. The wind blows, some grain falls, and the ants rush to get it. They do not eat it right then. They save it because they need to be able to have food in the winter months when plants do not grow. This goes on all summer. So guys, if you don't know what grain looks like, I'm gonna search it up right now for you guys. Grain. What it looks like in the fields. In the fields. We're gonna look at this. This is what grain looks like. That's what grain is. And when the wind blows, little pieces of it come off, and that's what the ants grab. Okay, so we are on this paragraph, third paragraph. The ants work hard every day. They pick up grain, they carry it to their home. Every ant helps. Each ant carries one piece of grain. It is hard work. They carry more than they need to eat every day. They carry grain they will eat in winter too. They play sometimes, but most of the time they work. So we know that ants are very hard-working people, right? Because they work hard every day. They pick up the grain that they need in the summer, and they pick up food for the winter too. So they're very prepared. So if we were to look at question 2, boys and girls, which words best describe the ants? Can we say it's lazy and forgetful? Do we say hardworking and stingy? Liars and evil? Dishonest and sneaky? Let's find out what the word stingy means if we don't know what it means. Stingy. It means mean, miserly, unwilling to give or spend, ungenerous. So they're not nice. They don't share, which I think that's not a good thing. Okay, let's go back to the story. Okay, we are on paragraph 4. So we were here, 1, 2, 3, 4, paragraph 4. The grasshoppers live near the ants, and they love summer. They hop and play, and they laugh at the ants. They say, "We have fun every day while you work every day. Come and play. You can get grain later." But the ants say, "No, we have to work." So they're very hardworking, as you can tell. But they sound mean, don't they? Soon, it is winter, and the grasshoppers are cold. They are hungry too. They do not have food to eat. Since they played all summer, they did not save food for winter. One day, a grasshopper came to see the ants, and he was hungry. "Please, ants, could you help me a little bit? I am just so hungry," said the grasshopper. The ants asked him, "Why didn't you work in the summer?" "We did. Remember how you played while we worked? You made fun of us and said, 'All work and no play is no good.' Well, now we have food and you are hungry." The grasshopper said, "I didn't have time. The weather was so lovely that I spent all the day singing. I couldn't help but have fun. We had such a good time." So boys and girls, do you think the ants were really nice here to him, to the poor grasshopper? I don't think he was. He could have answered him a nicer way. So what is here? The first question says, what is the grasshopper's problem? His fiddle broke. He has no friends. He is very hungry. He got lost. So what did we just read? If you need to find the answer to question 1, your answer will probably be around this and this. It'll be here, starting at 1 day all through here. These 3 lines here, you'll find your answer. The ants said, "We are sorry you have no food. We have a lot because we worked hard. You have none because you played. But we will give you some food because we are good, kind neighbors. We want you to live, so we will help you now. But learn from us. Playing is a lot of fun, but you need to work to live." The grasshopper thanked the ants. The grasshopper had learned a lesson. It is fun to play, but you need to save for winter too. You need to work if you want to eat. Next summer, he would work and play too, just like the ants. So, let's see. Question number 3. We already got question number 1 and question number 2. Let's look at question number 3. He says, what does the fable about the ant and the grasshopper teach us? What did we learn? Always be prepared, work rather than play, help others in need, rely on the kindness of others. You'll get your answer in this last paragraph, guys. For question 3, this is your answer. Okay, just read that and then find which one matches with the best answer. And Question number 4 says, is it fair for the grasshopper to ask the ants for help? What is fair? Cite evidence from the text and your own experiences in your answer. So if you guys think it is fair, you have to grab some type of quote from here and explain to me why you thought it was fair that the grasshopper asked the ants for help. And you have to explain to me what fair means. So if you don't know what fair means, I would definitely Google what is fair. It means in accordance with the rules or standards. Synonyms are open-minded, honest, fair-minded. So that's what fair means. So do you think it was fair for the grasshopper to ask the ants for help? And then you have to back it up with information. Alrighty, boys and girls, so that's only assignment 2. You'll see here. If you have any questions, of course, please ask. And ask your parents for the documents as well, because Ms. Almeida will have them in a document ready for you guys. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe and wash those hands.